It seems like when you go on YouTube, all you hear about is AI. All right, that seems to be like the new thing, especially in entrepreneurship. Everyone's talking about different ways you can make money with AI. And I've been asked this question a couple of times by people if I'm utilizing AI with my own businesses. Now, towards the end of the video, I'll showcase a couple of softwares that I use that involve AI. But for the moment, I want to kind of talk about this whole thing about making money with AI. I want to be clear, you won't have a magical software where you can just go on it, do minimum work, and then charge people crazy amounts of money and build a successful business. AI will not build your business, will not make money for you. The way I like to see it, it's rather a tool that can assist you into your current business. I think instead of seeing AI as something that's going to completely replace you and do all of the work for you, maybe in the future it's going to be like that, but for the moment, you have to see AI as a tool that can just help you be more productive and maybe accelerate the thinking process or finding new ideas, being a bit more creative for you. To give you an example, one thing that you can do, let's say you're building out a course. Instead of having to write out every single chapter on your own and coming up with all of the ideas, you can have sort of like a general framework and then use ChatGPT to complete the ideas for you. All right, you still need the base ideas. It's not going to do the work for you. But if you have the general framework and you know more or less the big topics, the big subjects that you want to cover, then from there, AI or at least ChatGPT can be an amazing tool to complete the remaining things that you need in order to complete the course or the project that you're trying to do. Even when it comes to creatives, something that I know most people believe that robots and AI can't really do as good as a work as a human could. You'd be surprised by the amount of softwares that are out there that can make your creatives, whether it be for your Facebook posts, your Google ads, or your landing pages, or even when it comes to creating content. I know me as a content creator, I do use AI softwares to help me come up with creative ideas. And that is, in fact, one of the softwares that I'll be showcasing later on. Right? So it's a software that helps me create my shorts, edits my videos a bit more quicker. And for the moment, I wouldn't say that you can 100% rely on AI softwares or AI tools to build your business, to help you be super productive if you want in your business. But it's still something that you can use and almost utilize as a guide towards your creativity or towards whatever you're trying to create for yourself. Maybe in a couple of years, we'll have AI that's a bit more developed and that can, really do 100% of the work for us. But right now, I would say instead of starting, let's say from step 0 and wanting to go to the final point, let's say step 10, by using AI, you can kind of fast track the first parts and start at step 3. And all you have to do is 3 to 10. All right, so it basically just gives you a little head start, a little bump, and it just makes our lives easier for the moment. All right, so just going back to sort of how I started the video, do I utilize AI for my own businesses? 100%. I think if you're not doing that, you are kind of purposely resisting the new evolution, and instead of kind of evolving with the market, with the new trends, the new technology, you're almost one of those people that want to stay with the old ways. Just because an old way works does not mean that in the next couple of years the old way will still work. You have to learn to adapt and kind of utilize the new technologies, the new tools that are popping off, much like my mentorship program. Right? If you compare it to most programs out there, I felt like they were very outdated, and that is why I decided to utilize more advanced concepts like AI, one of them, to kind of showcase people what the potential future of starting an agency could look like once you utilize these new trends, these new AI softwares that are being launched basically every day. As a content creator and a business owner, I do use a couple of softwares, one of them being Opus. Opus is a software that essentially allows you to automatically create shorts from your long form content. This is something that I've recently started to use. It's not perfect, but it's a great start. So as you can see, it says drop a video link. All you have to do is you go on your YouTube channel, you find a long form that you want to kind of cut up into shorts, and instead of manually doing it, on the software, you would paste the link to your YouTube video. I'm not going to do it here because it does take a couple of time, but I've made an example. So right here, I pasted the link to my last video. And as you can see, it essentially made me a couple of shorts that I can utilize. Now, are they perfect? No, they are not perfect, but it is an amazing start. And it's definitely something that with a little bit of work could be something that I could use with my own YouTube channel. Now, for all of my students out there, I know how annoying it can be to create PowerPoints for my presentations, for my classes. And that's one thing that I've always hated, right? And recently with me sort of upgrading the mentorship program that I have, I started to utilize different softwares to help me create these PowerPoints. They're not super advanced, but they serve as a good guide that you can follow in order to create the final product of your presentation. This software is called Tome. Tome is fairly simple. All you have to do is you click create right here. And as you can see, there's an option that says create presentation about. I would click this. What is this presentation about? Let's say I want to talk about AI. As you can see, it's going to generate a couple of outlines. Once it has them, you click continue, and it's going to create the presentation for you. So the rise of AI from sci-fi to reality. So as you can see, it is automatically creating the PowerPoint for me. It's writing the different chapters. It's even printing out the creatives. And now that we have a complete product, as you can see, I have the front page, I have a table of contents, and then right here I have the different subjects with different creatives. Now, is it perfect? No. All right, it's not perfect. I wouldn't just copy this and then give it to my teacher and say, hey, I did my PowerPoint, but I do think it can serve as a good base. And then from there, you can add your own modifications, change the copy using ChatGPT, or even the creatives if you want to put your own different pictures. So as you can see, AI is not completely useless, but it's not completely there yet. I think you have to see it as a vehicle to increase your output and help you complete your projects a lot quicker. All right, so don't be scared of using AI. It's definitely something you guys have to be utilizing and exploring. And who knows, in a couple of years, maybe we'll be completely reliant on AI and everything will be done for us. But for the moment, you cannot see this as a solution to do all of the hard work for you, where you can just lay back and let the software do the work for you. We are not at that point yet. We have to use it as a tool. And if you use it correctly, you can make money with it.